Morning learners. The previous video we have discussed single and double column cash book. In this cash video we will discuss three column cash book. Let us see the meaning. Three column cash book has three amount columns, that is cash, bank and discount on each side. That is on the debit side as well as on the credit side. The three column cash book, the amount column will have cash, bank and discount column on either side. That is on the debit as well as on the credit side. Now see, all cash receipts deposit into bank and discount allowed are recorded on the debit side, and all cash payments withdrawal from bank and discount receipts are recorded on the credit side. Okay, only thing is the amount column will have three parts, on the debit side as well as on the credit side. The other recording is almost like your single and double column cash book. Okay, now let's keep it in mind. If a firm is maintaining three column cash book, they are not required to prepare cash ledger accounts as bank ledger accounts in their main ledger register or ledger books, because this three column cash book serves both cash account details also as well as the bank account details also. Okay, now see the format, how to draw this format. Date, particular ledger folio, discount, cash, bank and date. Particular ledger folio, discount, cash and bank. This is as you can see, the debit side also credit side also three amount column, as well as on the debit side also three amount column. See, discount, cash and bank. Only there is the difference. The format is almost like your single and double column, only the amount column had three parts. Now let us continue the discussion with an example. See, an example has been given. Enter the following in a three column cash books. 2006, the transactions are: see, commence business with cash rupees 2 lakhs. January 2, deposited into bank 40,000. January 3, received cash from Moti rupees 950 in full settlement of debt rupees 1,000. January 4, bought goods for cash rupees 10,000. Again on January 4, bought goods by check rupees 15,000. January 5, sold goods for check and deposited into bank the same day rupees 20,000. January 8, paid Alex by check rupees 1,900 in full settlement of his account of rupees 2,000. January 10, drew from bank for office use rupees 1,000. Now let us see how to be recorded. See, debit side, credit side, three column cash book of dash dash dash, because if the name is not there, so we'll write dash dash. If name is there, whose cash book we are preparing, we have to write down. Date column, particular column, ledger folio, discount, cash, bank. Date, particular ledger folio, discount, cash and bank. Now see, 2006, here also 2006. The first date is January 1. First transaction is, see, commence business. When there is a commence business, the debit side with the entry will be to capital account. He has started business with what amount? 2 lakhs. So 2 lakhs has been recorded in the cash column. Now see the January 2, deposited into bank. How much deposited into the bank? 40,000. Deposit from where he will make? He will make deposit from cash only. So first it will be on the payment side. He is making payment to bank actually. So on the cash column, you see, cash column on the credit side, it will show decrease this amount 40,000 by bank. To whom it is paid? To bank. So that is why by bank. And here you see that in the folio column, one mark is that C and under oblique there is bracket, that is contra entry. It denotes this, and this type of transaction means we will have two side entry, debit side as well as on the credit side. Now since the credit side entry is, it is showing decrease in cash, now on the receipt side you will see, or on the debit side you will see to cash the bank has received. By way of cash, the bank balance has increased by 40,000. So one side it is showing 40,000 decrease on the cash column. The other side, the same amount on the same date, it is showing cash balance. So that is why this type of transaction are known as contra entry. Means this type of transaction either will show decrease in cash and increase in bank, or it will show decrease in bank and increase in cash. That is the thing. These are contra transactions. Next transaction, let us see. January 3, received cash from Moti rupees 950 in full settlement of his debt 1,000. Because Moti is supposed to pay 1,000, but he paid only 950, and in full settlement he said he will not pay any more. So full settlement. So we have received. So receipt side, that is the debit side, to Moti account. We have received cash 950, and whatever amount he has not paid, that will be considered as discount. So That is 1000 minus 950, it is 50 rupees discount that you have to calculate. Okay, the next transaction, let us see. January 4, there is two transactions. January 4 deposited, bought goods for cash rupees 10,000 as well as bought goods by check rupees 15,000. We will not pass separate entry. On same date, both transactions will be recorded. See, January 4, by way of purchase, cash purchase is 10,000 and by check it is 15,000. So directly it is recorded on one date. Both the amounts are recorded. Cash decrease, bank balance also decrease. 10,000 and 15,000. Clear? Now let us see the next one, that is date 5. Sold goods for check and deposited into the bank on the same day. Now see, this transaction, sell goods and receive check, and the same day the check has been deposited in the bank. So it will not have a contra entry. Directly, date 5, see, to sales account, the amount will directly be recorded in the bank column. Okay, that is directly deposited 20,000. Next, last transaction we have, in fact second last, paid Alex by check. We paid Alex by check how much? 1,900, but in full settlement of his account 2,000. We were supposed to pay him 2,000 but paid only 1,900, and that also by check. So payment side, January 8, you see, by Alex 1,900, it will show decrease in bank balance since we have paid by check, and whatever amount we have not paid, that is our discount receipt. So 100 is there, that is, it is not mentioned but you have to calculate. See, 2,000 minus 1,900, so it is 100, it is a discount we have received. So in the credit side, discount receipt, the column 100 recorded. The next, date 10, due from bank for office use 1,000. Only for office use, when it is the amount is withdrawn, then it will have a contra entry. As you see, the bank is, we are withdrawing, so what we are getting from the bank? Cash. So that is why by cash account contra, the bank is making payment, so bank balance is decreased by 1,000. The same entry on the debit side also we will have a, see, to cash account contra 1,000 in the, so to bank account contra, the cash balance has increased by 1,000. So you see, one side the 1,000 has decreased the bank balance, the other side 1,000 is increased in the cash balance. So this type of transaction are known as contra entry, and you will see, definitely you will see in the folio column there is a C mark and under bracket. Okay, now recording is almost finished. Let us see the balancing, how the balancing is format is, how we have balanced the single and double column. The same manners we will do. See, the bank balance, it is 40, 20, total it is 60. Okay, the same 60 we have recorded in the credit balance also, bank column, but actually it is only this 1, 2, 3 transaction, this we have balanced. That means 1,900 plus 1,000 is coming 17,900. So from 60,000, if you minus 17,900, the balance is 42,100. Here, this is balancing date, is the last date. As we have seen in the single and double column, the last date of the month, it is balanced. So it is 42,100. The cash column of this 3 column cash book is in balance. Now let us see the bank column. Cash column. Cash column in the receipt side or debit side, you see 2 lakhs 950 and 1,000. So it is 2 lakh 1,950. So on the credit side also we have recorded 2 lakh 1,950, but actually only this amount 40 and 20 10,000. So 50,000 is the payment we have made. So if we balance it, 2 lakh 1,950 minus 50,000, the balance will be 1,51,950 we have in our cash balance, we have in our hand. This is the balance. So that balance will be carry forward for the next month, that is February 1 to balance BD. Cash balance we have 1,51,950 and bank balance we have 42,100. Now you see, discount column is never balanced, so it is not balanced. You see, this 100 on the credit side and on the debit side it is 50. Okay, I hope you have understood. Please like and share with your friends and comments also how you have. Okay, thank you.